Good morning, South Africa. My name is Rebecca, and today I'm bringing a very important message to show you that our God still reigns. He still answers prayers. He's doing amazing things. Oh, I can't wait to share what has happened with you. Today I'm standing near Hoedspruit in the Limpopo province, and I'm going to show you something amazing that He has done. Yesterday, everybody knows I shared a prophetic word at the beginning of 2020, and I said God is going to bring our drought to an end. He is going to make the rivers overflow. He is going to make dry riverbeds even flow again. And all year I've been waiting for rain. I've been waiting for storms, and storms have come and rain has come, and many of the rivers have overflowed, and many of rivers have done what God has said, but still I felt there was more. There must be more to it. Anyway, so yesterday, God led me to 2 Kings, where I was reading the story of Elijah and Elisha. You know the story where Elisha comes and he says to Elijah, "Give me a double portion of your spirit." And he says to him, "Look, if you see me go up now, then that's your answer. Then you know that you will receive a double portion." He said, "But this is a very hard thing you've asked for. So if you don't see it, then you know it's not going to happen." Okay, so what happens? He sees Elijah going up in the sky. So God answers his prayer, and he shows him that he will give him a double portion. And then I continued reading in 2 Kings 3 from where the Elisha comes to the king, and he says to the king, "You know what? Because the king and his armies went out, they wanted to destroy another city, but they couldn't do it because there was no water. So the animals got thirsty, the army got thirsty, and so they inquired from Elisha to ask God. And this is what he says. Verse 17, he says, "For thus says Adonai, you will not see wind, nor will you see rain, yet this valley will be filled with water." And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I realized God doesn't need rain to fulfill His word. If He says the rivers are going to flow and they're going to overflow, He can make it happen without rain. So I went into my prayer closet, into the secret place, and I said to the Lord, "Lord, I'm asking you for something." And I was bold. I came before the throne of grace, and I was bold before it, and I asked for something that is very hard for God to do for me. And I said, "Lord, if you say yes, I want this sign. I want you to do as you have spoken. I want you to make the rivers overflow and burst its banks." Specifically the rivers that God had showed me, the Olifants River and the Tugela River. And I knew that the next day when I wake up, I would have my answer. Was it yes or was it no? So this morning I get up, and we're on the banks of the Olifants River. Okay, this morning I get up, and the first thing I hear is a river flowing. Where we've been here for a month and a half now, it rarely happens where we hear this river flowing from the place that we're staying. And this side that you're seeing now, this has been dry. There has been no water running here for a month and a half that we have been here. So I started rejoicing because I knew God was answering my prayers. He had said yes, okay? And then as my family got up and they started witnessing what God has done, because luckily the Lord said to me, "Tell your husband what you prayed for. Tell him what the sign is that you asked me for, so that he can be your witness." So my husband was a witness this morning. His jaw dropped, and he saw that this whole part was dry. Now, 2-3 hours after we got up, now it's flowing, as you can see. On that side, that's where the river is actually meant to be. This is overflow. It is so amazing. On the Olifants River, just like I asked. And if we read here again in 2 Kings 3, from verse 20, this is exactly how the prayer of Elisha was answered. It says, "Then it came to pass in the morning, about the time of offering up the sacrifice, behold, water was flowing from the direction of Edom, so that the water covered the land." Without rain, without wind, God made water flow, just like He has right now. This is so amazing, South Africa. I just wanted to share this to show you God is absolutely real. He is doing what He says He will do. He doesn't need us to, excuse me, He doesn't need us to think of other ways that He will perform His word. When He speaks, it shall be so. I just want to turn to my husband now so that he can be a witness to what has happened.
Hi everybody, David here. Yeah, this morning after a good night's rest, we woke up and lo and behold, this river was filling up, and it was filling up fast. And I still turned to my wife and I said, this is amazing, because it's not like it actually rained here. And coming off of what you said yesterday, it was just incredible. As we sat yesterday and discussed this, she said that she had asked the Lord to give her the sign and make the river flow even without rain. And I still challenged her thinking on this and on the whole matter, and yep, he's very well alive, and yeah, still hearing the prayers of the saints and answering them.
Amen.
Amen. God
Amen.
bless you.
Hallelujah. So yes, South Africa, I wanted to encourage you, please share this video with everybody, because this is just amazing. And if you have testimonies of other rivers that are doing this today, please share it with us. Share it as far and wide as what you can, because this testifies our God is very much alive and he is answering our prayers in magnificent ways. Shalom.